Let me just make 2 points from that movie, that little clip that I showed, and I hope everybody watches the rest of it because it's very interesting. That isn't the only nonsense that they talk about. But let me just emphasize, the point is they, Gallo, Montagnier, and the rest, determined that they found this virus. They isolated this virus because they saw that, they were able to assay for the presence of an enzyme called reverse transcriptase, which they said was specific for retroviruses, therefore they had a retrovirus. Even though, as is pointed out, Gallo himself wrote a paper 10 years or so before that, in which he pointed out that it is not just retroviruses that have this enzyme. So even at that time, he knew. Baltimore said the same thing. Even at that time, they knew there was no possible way that reverse transcriptase proved the existence of any virus or was specific to anything called a retrovirus. Not to mention that 30, 40 years later, we know that every cell has this enzyme in it. And as Elena points out, the presence of PHA, a nutrient medium stimulator of sorts, and a cell culture will basically guarantee the presence of reverse transcriptase in the supernatant, that's the liquid, making the whole thing into basically a farce. And then I don't know if everybody caught this, the proof that HIV is a transmissible agent follows along the same reasoning. They took lymph node ground up from somebody who they said had this disease called AIDS. They found reverse transcriptase after culturing it with PHA, which means they found nothing. They inoculated that or mixed that with the lymph node of a healthy person. And then in that culture, they also found reverse transcriptase, which proves nothing. And that means that the HIV virus infected the lymph nodes of the healthy person. And that's where they ended up proving or claiming that HIV is a transmissible virus. And again, the best, we don't have access to anybody asking virologists actually reasonable questions these days. And you can see what happens when you do.